So I wanted to ask, if you could choose your own single life, or if you could imagine somebody else's single life, what would it be like? How awesome would it be? I don't know if you were Ewan McGregor, Brad Pitt, George Clooney, somebody with an awesome life. What would be your single life? What would you like to do? So for example, let's just pretend you have to go to work still, maybe on a film set or whatever, but you're able to do 9 till 5 on your film set. So you're single, you want to get out there, but you got stuff to do, you want to be interesting. So for example, this would be maybe the perfect, amazing kind of busy life. This would be your schedule. So maybe on a Monday, you'd go to dance classes, so you could dance like Fred Astaire. Maybe you might want to go to yoga, so you could be much more flexible in the bedroom and nimble on your feet and things like this. So that's Monday evening sorted. Tuesday, maybe you wanted to be more articulate and more interesting and be able to discuss philosophy and interesting, deep, meaningful parts of life. Socrates, Marcus Aurelius, and any number of amazing philosophers, Nietzsche. So maybe a book club or philosophy discussion on a Tuesday night. Then a Wednesday would be, again, dance classes or yoga or something like that. So that's Wednesday sorted. Thursday, you're going to go see your grandma, because you're a sensitive guy. If not grandma, maybe you're going to go see some friends or family, a niece, a nephew. So that's Thursday. Friday. On a Friday, you're going to go out and socialise. If you're not invited to a party, you're going to go and find yourself at a really nice cocktail bar or a place that's trending at the moment. That's really interesting and exciting and vibrant. So that's what you can do on Friday. All right. Saturday. What about Saturday? Now Saturday's an interesting day. You could do lots of different things on Saturday. But the first thing I would do would be to get out, get some fresh air and do some exercise on Saturday morning. Even if it's just walking around your local city centre or town centre. See some faces of people you know and that hopefully like you. You could do research for your holiday or research for the next thing you want to purchase. You could even go clothes shopping, but just get out, do stuff on Saturday. And then in the afternoon, maybe you go cafe hopping. One nice cafe to another nice cafe. You see a woman reading a book, sat on her own. Excellent opportunity to have a conversation. What else we got? Saturday afternoons, also a good time to get your chores done. Maybe your laundry or banking or anything else you need to get done. Sorry, banking would be Saturday morning. Although most of it's done online these days. So that's Saturday. Sunday. Now Sunday you could go to an animal shelter. You could do some other, what's the word I'm looking for? Humbling experiences on Sunday morning. That would be ideal. What else we got? Yeah, so animal shelter, walking dogs, or just going out for a hike. I just learned of a new thing called rucking, and that's where you load your rucksack up with heavy weights and you take that out, so that helps burn extra calories. But yeah, go out for a hike on Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon, what I like to do Sunday afternoon first thing is get myself prepared for the following week, for the Monday. So maybe make sure I've got all my shirts lined up and things like that, and maybe a little bit of meal planning or catching up with anything I need to do for work. So that's kind of the list of the things I would do. Meal plans, prep, stuff like that, organise. Right. Then We've got things like future organisations. All right, and I'll come on to the next bit, and then other things like just relaxing to people. Maybe have a bath, unwind, have some bubbles or something. Maybe just watch a bit of TV and chill out, watch an old film. But something else that's good to do earlier on the Sunday is to think about your goals, where you're going in life, what you want to get done. So I kind of break it down into, I forgot there, like 6 different sections. So I've got weekly aims. I really think to myself, right, I want to cut down on some sugar. I want to eat a few more alfalfa sprouts or other foods I want to get into my system. Eat more nuts, that kind of thing. That's something that I do. So I have weekly goals of things I want to try and get done that week. Think, right, I must get out for an extra long walk or something like that. And then, and I think about that in advance, and I try and keep that on my to-do list, that kind of thing. Then you got midterm goals. Right, I really want to be walking more. I want to replace some of my old shirts. They're not looking as good as they once were. Maybe I could do a bit of that on the Saturday. What else do you want to? Also get inspiration to keep me motivated and happy. So watch some motivational programs, motivational shows, speak to motivational people. If you've got a mentor or somebody you trust, then have a check-in with them. Maybe like with your granddad or like I said, a mentor or somebody else that you respect. So that's like a midterm goals thing that I try to keep abreast, keep on top of. And then we got other aspects like compassion and internal growth. So trying to be in somebody else's shoes. For example, I read Grayson Perry's book, The Descent of Man. Now that was a difficult read for me, not because of its more of its ideology and philosophy, and the message it was broadcasting I found very difficult to swallow. But again, that's part of being humble, is to feel like you're in somebody else's shoes and look at somebody else's perspective and feel their emotions from that different angle. So growth is also kind of like an avenue to keep on trying to grow and just if you're not moving forward and growing in empathy and passion, then you're standing still and you're being closed-minded. So being aware that I have blind spots and I have biases is one way of policing myself to try and improve my understanding and compassion for different people and different ideas. Personal growth. And then we've got education. So not quite so much on the humbling side, but educating myself to other things that are happening in the world. Different countries, different political situations. And not just news and politics, but also educating myself into trends that are happening, technologies, medicines. You can't keep on top of everything, it's impossible, but having a brief idea of something that somebody's talking about that you might think, oh, I heard about that the other day, what was it? That's interesting, I'm going to go and find out more. So expanding your knowledge on the topics that interest you at least, and those that are important to not stay relevant, but not to get left too far behind with not just technologies, but with news and with current events and things like that. And again, also just regular, normal educating yourself, reading some classic books, reading some interesting books about anything really that's going to expand your mind. And then moving on to the next section, or the next aspect, I said there were 6 of them, is long term, in the future. You know, where do you want to be? So for example, if you're Brad Pitt, George Clooney, and you want to be maybe a Steven Spielberg, then obviously you've got to work out a plan, a strategy, and try those things, and try to move forward and create opportunities. Now, if you don't have some kind of roadmap of how you want to move forward with that, then you're going to be left standing around in the dark. And so it's important to connect with other people that have been on that similar path, and work out a roadmap for yourself. Whether it's going to college, whether it's reading books, whether it's spending time under somebody else's tutelage. It's all about working out a pattern, working out a roadmap, and then making some strategies and executing those strategies, putting those strategies into your daily lives, putting it on your calendar, you know, connecting with the right people at the right times. So that's the future. And for me, there's lots of things I want to do for the future and where I want to be. And sometimes it's hard to get the answers. But if you keep educating yourself and you keep connecting with the right people, then eventually you will be able to work out a roadmap and the systems you need to put in place and be in the right places at the right time. A wise man once said that lucky is opportunity meeting preparedness, or some words to that effect. So being lucky is being prepared, and being, well, you know, being prepared for opportunity and ready, and then having the audacity to jump at a chance and accept some risk. So that's the 5. The last one, the 6th one that I wanted to mention, was bucket list. Now, the term bucket list has been used a lot, and it's a little bit old hat now, you know. But it's important that should you die tomorrow, you've made steps and you've done things and you don't have regrets. You know, you don't want to be on your deathbed at 90 saying, oh, I really wish I did this or I did that. You know, I went to the Grand Canyon, or I don't know, tried to be a film producer, or you know what I mean? So not having regrets of trying something and having taken some risks. You know, sometimes we frown upon somebody that does something crazy and wild and they end up dead. But they did something crazy and wild. That's more living your life, doing stuff crazy and wild, than just doing the norm that everybody else does. So whether you want to do a bungee jump, whether you want to visit the Grand Canyon, or whether you just want to, I don't know, foster some children, taking risks and doing stuff is living your life. And then you're not going to be that person that has regrets on their deathbed, because you've taken the risks, you've done stuff, you've got stories. All right, and if you haven't done stuff and you die, then maybe you'll have regrets. And it's your own choice. You don't have to watch the video, you don't have to take my advice. It's just some thoughts and ideas that's what I'm doing. That seems to be what the great people are doing that I admire. They're taking risks, they're doing stuff. And I think we all need to understand how short life is and make an effort to do stuff. Don't matter if it's crazy or stupid. It seems like there's a lot of people that are crazy and stupid that we actually watch TV and watch the shows. But they're just living their life, doing what they want to do. So get out there and do stuff. That's all I can say. It's important to get out there and do stuff. So that way, you're living your life fully, you're being present, you're being alive, you're thinking of the future, you're growing, you're being humble. To me, that's kind of like the best life you can have. You know? That's just my thoughts. If you've got any comments or thoughts or ideas that resonate with you, that you'd like to share, please put them in the comments. I'd be very interested to hear them. Tell me what's the crazy things that you've done in your life, or the crazy things you're gonna do in your life. Let me know in the comments below. Alright, that's it for now. See you in the next one. Bye bye.